Hi, this is Zoe from Milwaukee Motors. It's another expert restoration project. This is a Suzuki GT185. We're just getting ready to start the build. Just want to give you an update of where we are. So I'll quickly run through. We have a frame here that's been media blasted. It's been painted with DTM, direct to metal. We don't use powder coating. Some people do, some people don't. I don't really want to get into that debate, but we use wet paint, direct to metal, 80% gloss. We then ceramic coat it, and so that's ready for the build. And then if I go down here and start at the beginning, we've got footrests. Every nut and bolt we're doing polished stainless. So these are the footrest bolts. Brand new Suzuki OEM, new old stock rubbers for the footrest, brand new pillion pegs. Here's all the stands. They've been painted DTM as well. Stainless fittings throughout, new springs, rear swing arm. So on this there was some damage here which I welded up, and there was damage on this bracket here which the chain had hit. Got a brand new chain defender on there, new old stock. Various spacers I've built out and polished them, so all the fittings will be stainless and polished. So for example, here is a dust seal that goes on the end of the swing arm. It's just pressed steel. I've made stainless steel spacers to replace them. Unfortunately, you won't see a lot of them, but it's just peace of mind. New bushes. Repainted the battery box. Brand new old stock toolkit, never been out of the bag. New straps for the toolkit and the battery. Got a new battery over there. And then found some parts are OEM. So for example, got a brake lever there, that's brand new. Stainless bolts for them as well. That's an aftermarket clutch cable, clutch lever. That'll be polished up. Aftermarket shocks, purely because we couldn't get hold of new OEM ones. These are interesting. So the top mounts on the shocks are normally loads of washers, which don't look that great. We've replaced these by, I make these spacers that are stainless. I'll give them an extra polish when they go on. And the nuts as well. The standard ones are chromed, and if they get a crack in them, they rust. Where these are stainless steel, and I'll buff them up to a mirror polish. New chain. By DID, their best chain out at the moment, VX3. It's X-ring sealed, gold in colour, gold and black. Sprockets, JT sprockets, front and rear sprockets. I've got a stainless tax disc holder. We want to put a period tax disc on there. New OEM cables, speedo cable, throttle cable, clutch cables on its way. New bearings for the engine, Suzuki ones. New gear shifts. On the Suzukis you find that they're really sloppy on the gear shift because there's so many linkages, so we've got new linkages there. New bolts for the engine, mounting the engine. These will be polished stainless steel before they go on. Brand new forks. These are new old stock, really difficult to get hold of, but we've got a pair of those. New fork seals. These are the bearings for the steering. They're standard, they're ball bearings, and we're going to replace these with these tapered bearings. A lot better. Come with the seals and everything. New stainless steel bolt on there. Stainless steel bolts here. Stainless, polished stainless throughout. It's not original, but that's what the client wanted. Disc has been painted in DTM and then skimmed. It's within tolerance, that's fine. Got a new genuine Suzuki master cylinder repair kit, new master cylinder bowl. These are quite nice. Got this on eBay. That goes in the bottom of the master cylinder bowl. You don't really see it, but that's stainless. New stainless disc pad retainer. New OEM pads. Stainless bolts for the calipers. Stainless caliper mounts. These are the disc mount bolts. We're having some stainless tabs made up, lock tabs for that. Lots of Suzuki spacers, rubbers, etc. So what we're trying to do is make sure all the bolts are stainless and all the rubbers and spacers are Suzuki OEM. Lots of straps here for the wiring loom. They make it look really nice under there. We're making our own wiring loom. New number plate. We've backdated the bike slightly, so it's a 78, but it's going to look like a 73 in that it's got the old style seat. This was from 1973. Client liked that style. We've completely rebuilt the seat. So new foam, new cover, DTM 80% on the painted on the bottom, new rubbers, stainless R-clips to go in there. That's all completely new. So the bike is backdated slightly. It's got an early tank. Now the early tanks had a larger aperture here, and this is a period Suzuki optional extra locking fuel cap. If you look in here, we cut the tank in half, blasted all the rust out, and then we treated it with cream, which is a coating you get in America or from America, which coats the inside, so it's nice and smooth, and it's ethanol proof, so none of the new fuels will bother it. So that's like virtually like a new tank. New badges, again, they're 73 early type badges. Aftermarket fuel cock, new rubbers at the back, new clips for the side panels. Side panel badges are the early type as well. New old stock headlight. That's the voltage regulator. We painted the cover on that. So yeah, we've on here what we did is we painted the side panels, and then we fitted the decals, and then we lacquered over it again, so the decals are sort of sealed under lacquer. Same with the decals here. We painted the tank, lacquered it, fitted the decals, and then re-lacquered it, so they're nice and sealed in. So yeah, there we go. It's all ready for the stage one of the build. We're waiting for the wheels to come back and new exhausts. We couldn't find any new exhausts, standard ones, so we've got some Higgs speed power pipes coming this week. So hopefully in the next video, all of these bits will be on this frame and you'll see some progress. Thank you very much.